Alright, so what we are going to be doing today is I am going to speedrun the Weekly Demon. I have not played this yet, but I have opened Geometry Dash and downloaded the song. So I will start the timer, play the Easy Demon from zero, practice aloud, and then just speedrun through it and see how long it takes. It's 9 p.m. right now, so I hope I can do this pretty fast. All right, so let me set my mouse up and let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. I'm just gonna be using a basic timer. So yeah, I'm just gonna be using a basic timer. So I have this thing up and start.
Love the Steve Rogers origin story in this film. Does, I think, lose a little bit of steam once he becomes Captain America and has to montage through World War II. But overall, this is a very enjoyable film for me that I think does a great job of setting up a bunch of things for the MCU and for these characters. That'll bring us to our final film of Phase 1 with the Avengers. And let's get right to it. This is a top-tier film for me. When it came out,
Whoa. Okay. Alright, bro. You can make it funkier. Okay, sure. Why not?
That just hadn't really been done before.
You don't even need a press reload.
I was nervous about it, even because Joss Whedon was writing and directing it. As a Joss Whedon fan, I wasn't sure if he was ready for this sort of project. Then I watched the movie, and to this day, I think it has some of the best banter amongst the team. The third act just puts such a big, gigantic grin on your face. It's a fairly simplistic setup, but because it's the first time
Oh, pretty short level.
like this, it works to just have a good old-fashioned story about heroes coming together to battle back an invading army, and they balanced in that third act, giving everyone an awesome moment to stand out, to do something heroic, and just be awesome as superheroes. So this was a special movie when it came out, and rewatching it, it still puts such a grin on my face by the time the credits roll. Kicking off Phase 2 is Iron Man 3. This is another one that gets very frustrating because if you just take it as a subversive Shane Black action movie comic book film, I think it works really well. It's just very odd as an MCU film. But Shane Black's writing style, his dialogue fits perfectly with Robert Downey Jr.'s delivery, in particular as you get into the banter with him and the kid. Likewise, Shane Black can deliver on action sequences, but at the same time, they do this Mandarin twist in the movie where they take this villain who feels menacing and sinister in an interesting way, and they subvert our expectations in a way where they deliver Killian, who is significantly less interesting, much more generic, and it seemed like they kind of sabotaged their own film in and of itself, a movie that does a lot of things that I really like, but just fits really weird into the MCU, even where the film ends, is undone soon afterwards when we get to Age of Ultron. So
This is really weird. This is really weird.
next up, Thor: The Dark World. The way the universe played out, this is the only MCU film that I didn't see in the theater when it first came out. I guess I haven't seen it since then either. So it's the only MCU film I haven't seen in the theater. And as you can probably guess, this is a bottom tier MCU film for me. It's just so bland and forgettable and lacking anything distinct, which is strange because it has a bunch of information about Infinity Stones that's important. It sets up a bunch of things that are coming in the future. We get a fake death of Loki, but the actual effect of watching the film doesn't really pull out any big emotions from you. It's a movie where the plot is actually a little bit confusing. The villains are utterly forgettable. Malekith does not have one distinct personality trait about him. He's just an evil dark elf that really wants to ether. And
Okay.
so a movie
I don't know why everyone thinks this kind of weird.
it's in focus, it's professionally
just go.
acted, it has
Not too bad.
special effects.
There's a bunch of
Everything's
choke
professionally
points.
done. There's just
I'm gonna
nothing
die.
about it that's
I'm dead.
interesting. Then we have Captain America: The Winter Soldier, one of the films in the MCU that is
That's
regarded as the best film in the MCU. For me, I'm gonna call it great, but I don't have it as a top tier MCU film. And it doesn't do anything wrong. I love the way that it combines the MCU with a political thriller. I love that it has kind of more mature themes inside of it. The action is choreographed in a way that makes it exciting and visceral, in particular the elevator sequence. It's a movie that I thoroughly enjoy. I think it's great, but it doesn't pull out those big, gigantic emotions that my top tier films pull out of me. Some of that is a matter of taste. We're all wired just a little bit differently, and so we kind of
Fear. How about that? Sean Chandler.
So
It doesn't pull out any emotion. How about Fear?
We'll step on some of your toes. Sorry, I'm just wired a little bit differently. It's a great film. I love this film. I just love some other ones more. Speaking of movies that we are wired for, that'll bring us to Guardians of the Galaxy. And this movie was one of the most pleasant surprises I have ever had in a movie theater. Now, I was excited for it because I love sci-fi and I love the MCU, but I didn't know who these characters were. When they announced that they were doing a Guardians of the Galaxy film in 2012, I was like, what on earth are they doing? What is this gamble that they're taking? Who are these characters? Why is this your follow-up to the Avengers? And I went and saw the movie, and I instantly fell in love with it. This is a top-tier MCU film for me, and so much of that is that James Gunn just poured his heart and soul into these characters and developed all these distinct personalities that go together so well. They're fun as individuals, but they're even better together. And it just tells this story that just feels so personal while being massive in scale and size at the same time. It has a soundtrack that, just like the film itself, has so much heart to it that you can tell that these are songs that he loved, and that's just a piece that he put into the movie of what he loves in the film as this distinctive characteristic tied to Star-Lord. And it just, everything in the movie oozes personality. And so, it's to me one of those ones that I loved it right out of the gate. Without question, top tier and a personal favorite. That'll bring us to our second Avengers film, Age of Ultron. And I gotta go with this one. It's enjoyable, but it is flawed. It's a movie that tries to outdo everything in the first movie, and there's more characters, there's more backstory. It's setting up phase 3.
You know what? I'm gonna practice on the choke things.
Sequences can be just as exciting as the first.
Or not. Let's try.
Lines of dialogue can be just as good, but there's just so much in here.
Please don't lag.
That it's a film that it doesn't
Still going, right? The timer's still going.
deliver quite on its ambitions. It's also, I would say, probably the
Oh my
most
God.
confusing film in the MCU, where there's always this balance in storytelling of you say too much, too little. And this movie, it feels like things happen before it's
I jammed to this song though.
what it means. And so you have all this stuff happening at the beginning with them on this mission immediately, and Tony
really
picks
good,
up
really
the
good for this
staff,
album.
and then you see the twins watching him, and you don't understand what any of that means until several sequences later. It's just a very odd way to tell the story. It's well known that this movie
Oh
was
God,
one where they
I fell for that.
and I think you see that a little bit in the final result. And so I do enjoy this film, but it's also very clearly flawed. And the final film of Phase 2, Ant-Man. And I have always had fun with this film. It's just a nice change of pace. Some of the MCU films are these big, gigantic Avengers films with enormous cast, huge stakes. And then you have the Ant-Man films.
No way.
Small in scale intentionally, and they're about committing heists. And it's
No way.
story, and I love that about them. They're also very much comedy that lean.
Bro, no way I just did that. Did I just do that? No way, bro. 8 attempts after 448 orbs. Wait, how many attempts was that? 80 attempts. 448 orbs. Hold up. Alright, I should stop this. Stop, yeah. Alright. 8:30. Let's just say it took me 8 minutes and 30 seconds to complete it. Alright? Hold on. I gotta process this. Hold on. 348 divided by 4. 80. I fluked this level from 13%. What is this, bro? What is this? I've been recording for less than 10 minutes, so I can upload this entire video to YouTube, and I don't even need to edit it. Like, what is this, man? Come on. Okay. Well, I mean, okay. What? Alright, that's just really weird, man. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Uh, I guess I still have the skills. I am improving a bit. I guess still can't beat Dog Trial. Dog Trial was so hard. But see ya.